Hi, it's Rebecca. I actually have a really important video that I want to do with you that has some tapping exercises for your pets, maybe feeling the stress of the pandemic. And the last couple days, every time I try to make a video, the connection is poor, and then my mouth doesn't match my words. So this is a test and a chance for those of you who want to come in the chat and just ask me about anything. You want some, oh, Katie, hi, Katie. You want some psychic advice? What would you like to know? Not that I know everything, but I am very intuitive. So if you'd like, just put something in the chat about yourself that you would like to have some guidance on. And that will be really fun. It's really fun to use your gifts. I'm going to talk about that for just a minute. You know, in this time that we're all in, it's real easy to get down in the dumps. And as my mama would say, she was from Tennessee, she would say, Becky Doodle, you got the mully grubs. And that was her word for you, just grumpy, grouchy, whatever. And here's what I have found during this time of isolation, being alone, not getting to hug anybody. I have found that when you use your gifts, whatever they are, now my gifts are I'm very psychic and I'm a medium. And the one thing that I love to do is to be an uplifter. So whatever your gift is, if you can start using that gift, then you'll like it a lot. You will find that your spirits are woo, because nothing makes you happier than when you're using your gift. So let's see if I have some questions in the chat. Joanne says, let's do some EFT for the upliftment of the planet. That's a great idea. Okay. All right. So Makita has been looking for work and wants to know if I see when she might get a job, or he, I'm not sure what that name is. A better question than do you see when I would get a job is how can I shift my energy so that people want to hire me? Because I believe that seeing the future is worthless because nobody really can, because it has so much to do with free will. This is a free will planet. So I would say to you, if you're looking for work, to really go within and get confident about what you have to offer. Because when you're confident about what you have to offer and you figure, well, if they're going to hire anybody, they're going to hire me, that makes your energy very attractive to any potential employer. There's another exercise that you can do, and this is for anyone looking for a job or whatever you're looking for. And that is, especially if you found one that you think that that's the one that you really want, then you can do a meditation and call whoever's in charge of hiring for that into a circle of light. And then you explain to them what a good job that you would do and that how valuable you are. And you do this as an energetic exercise. I have helped so many people get promotions just by doing this exercise with them in a private session, getting very specific. And you always say, this or something better. So that's some advice for you. And doing that is going to make it so that you create your own future. You're having maybe several people wanting to hire you, and then you get to pick. So let's see. Katie has a question. What do you think I should do with my stray pets? I'd love for them to be cared for in a beautiful home. That's a very good question. Here's what also, it's that pulling in of the energy to yourself. These pets already are sending energetic signals out. There's my pet sending an energetic signals out to the people that they would love to adopt them. I always say that the pets find us. And even people that are skeptical, when I say, has an animal ever just showed up in your life? They always say, well, yes. So I know when I rescued my latest little dog, I was minding my own business, doing work. And suddenly at 4 o'clock, I said, I'm going to the dog pound and I'm going to get a dog. And I want it to be a little dog that doesn't bark a lot and this and this and this. And the dog that I saw was the only one who wasn't barking and going crazy. And I brought him right home, and I think he was sending out the signal. So send out the signal on behalf of your pets and call those pet owners. You want to do it right now, Katie? Anybody who wants to do something, let's do it right now. Why wait? So here you have these pets you're trying to find a home for. And you know that you love these pets, and there's somebody out there that can really benefit from the love that these pets have to offer. So you just close your eyes and you use your imagination, because your imagination is the most powerful spiritual tool that you have. And you don't know who these people are, but you call them into a circle of light. And you just imagine that you're holding the stray pets that you want to up to them, and you're asking the guardian angels of the pets and the guardian angels of the people to get together and to unite their spirits. And then you're the one who's looking for the parents to be open to whatever intuition that you had. Like for me, when I had decided I might want a dog, and then I didn't pay it any more attention till 4 o'clock, the inspiration hit me, and I took off like a bat out of hell down to the dog pound, came home with the dog. Tobias is his name. So that's one way that you can help energetically bring these together. And it's important, yes, to follow guidance about, do you feel guided to put an ad on Facebook or somewhere like that? Be aware that you're part of the threesome now. So I hope that helps you. And Katie also wants to know, do you see my son getting a permanent job? I don't usually do this, but Spirit says yes, and for one reason, and that's because he's finally ready. It feels like he's been going through a lot of ups and downs and turbulence in his life, and he's finally to the point of realizing what's really important. And also, it's real helpful for you as a mom to help him have confidence in his abilities. You know, lack of confidence is one thing that so many people have problems with. When you have confidence in who you are and what you have to offer, nothing can stop you. You're unstoppable. I like to use the example of a movie star. Say now they're really, really famous. And if you look them up and look at some of the first movies they made, you barely recognize them. Why? Because they had no confidence. They're just a supporting, maybe in the crew or something like that. It's a real difference in your energy when you have confidence. So I hope that helps. And he should be staying at that job for a good long time and even getting promotions. All right, so who else? What's your favorite way to enhance your light? Ooh, I like that. I'm going to try to get to all these. This is fun and I have a good connection. So, my favorite way to enhance my light. There are so many. I love the exercise that Toth of the Emerald Tablets gave me, and that's to command light into your space. He said that one of the most helpful things we can do to protect ourselves from this virus, from this pandemic, is to create 8 layers of clear light. Clear light is the most powerful light. So the best way to enhance it, first just feel love and then command. I command clear light to the 8th layer of my auric field. I command clear light to the 7th layer of my auric field. When you say and you stand in your authority and you command light, you can feel the chill bumps going all over you. Try it now. Repeat after me. And I want you to really get into this position of authority. I command light, clear light, to the 8th layer of my auric field. Woo! Now let's go to the 7th. I command clear light to the 7th layer of my auric field. Oh, praise Jesus. Hallelujah. My Pentecostal daddy's here. Okay. I command clear light to the 6th layer of my auric field. I command clear light to the 5th layer of my auric field. I command clear light to the 4th layer of my auric field. I command clear light to the 3rd layer of my auric field. I command clear light to the 2nd layer of my auric field. I command clear light to my ka body and the 1st layer of my auric field, and to light me up like a beam of light and comfort for myself and others. Amen. That's my favorite way. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see. Linda wants to know, what can we do to stay healthy? Well, that exercise that I told you right now is a really good way to stay healthy. And of course, all the things that you would do to stay healthy at any time. Drink lots of water. Toth is telling me that for you especially. Drink lots of water. Pay attention to your diet. I'm not saying like be on a diet. I'm saying don't eat crap. There you go. Don't eat crap. If you don't know what crap is, talk to any other woman on here. Things that are heavily processed, do as much. I'm tuning in that you're just a little bit anemic, so you might want to take an iron supplement, which you want to take it separate from your other vitamins because it can interfere. So let's see. Chloe wants to know, and if I miss you, I'll try to come back. How do we overcome fear? Well, Chloe, what are you afraid of? Give me an answer there. What are you afraid of? What kind of fear? Let me see if she says. What you afraid of, girlfriend? All right. Well, I'm not seeing anything. To overcome fear, let's say general fear. Right now, people are afraid of the virus. I am not in any way afraid of the virus. I know so much stuff, which I won't go into on this. But the way to overcome any fear is to first face it that you have it. See, so many times when we feel a fear, we try to push it underneath the rug and go, oh, no, no, it'll go away. It'll go away. It's just going to sit there and fester. So, whenever I could do a whole workshop on this, but, oh, I see. You're afraid that spiritual guides are trying to reach you. I still don't understand what you would be afraid of about that, unless you're afraid they're not light beings. When you ask for only beings of 100% pure light, you are standing in your spiritual authority, and you don't need to be afraid. You don't need to be afraid the bad guys are going to come and try to trick you. Now, if you do have a lot of fear, it's real important to bring that fear up to the light and get rid of it. So, one of the ways you can do it, a couple different ways. One is anybody got any fear here? If you do, locate. Where do you feel that fear in your body right now? Do you feel it in your solar plexus? Do you feel it in your heart? Where do you feel it? And then you can just actually ask that little fear feeling to step into a circle of light. Whenever you command anything to come to the light, it's got to do it, especially if you name it, spirit of fear, come to the circle of light. And you might want to ask, are you trying to tell me something? Because maybe it's just a fear that's trying to tell you that maybe you shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that, or maybe it's trying to protect you. So find out, have a conversation with it. Don't be afraid of it. And I would also recommend doing some tapping on acupressure points while talking about your fear is so helpful. And I'll give you an example. Say you have this fear right now. Everybody, what kind of fear do you have? Do you fear that life is never going to get back to normal? Do you fear that you're going to run out of money? Do you fear that you're going to be tossed out? Do you fear that nobody will ever love you? What is your fear? Just close your eyes and go within and do this with me. And take a deep breath in and out and focus on that fear. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, go ahead and measure it. 10 would be, woo, a lot of fear. And 1, you probably wouldn't be watching this unless you wanted to give this to someone else. So you have the fear, you've identified it, and Spirit is telling me right now we can use the fear of the unknown, because right now it feels like nobody knows what's going to happen. So we're going to tap right here. This is for self-sabotage. I'm going to say it and you repeat it after me. And I want you to say it like you mean it, with authority, because your voice has power and sound can move energy all by itself. Tapping here, even though I have fears about the unknown, I love and accept myself. Ooh, it feels so good to say that. Even though I have fears, I don't know what's going to happen. I love and accept myself. One more time. I have fears of the unknown. I don't want to die. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to feel so desperate. I love and accept myself. Now, I want you to go tap on the top of your head. I have fears. Tap at the beginning. I don't know what's going on. Tap right here on the side of your eye. I'm afraid things will never be normal again. This is the main spot for fear. If you forget them all and you're afraid, tap right here. I have fear. Underneath your nose. I'm afraid. Underneath your lip. I don't know what's going to happen. It's scary. And then on your collarbone. I am so afraid. It's natural to be afraid. And then tap your wrist together like this. I have fears of the unknown. Take a deep breath in and out. Now we're going to tap in something positive. Yeah, we have fears, but can we trust in the divine, in the universe, that everything's going to be okay? Somehow, we don't know how it's going to be okay, but everything's going to be okay. So let's tap right here. I still have fears. Repeat after me now. It doesn't do any good just to watch. It might do a little good. Everything's going to be okay. I choose to trust. Everything's going to be okay. Yes, it is. I trust my divine. Sometimes I get mad at my divine because I don't understand how this could be happening. I trust. Top of the head, I trust. Beginning of the eyebrow, I trust. Side of the eye, everything's going to be all right. Underneath the eye, yes. I can feel peaceful. Underneath the nose, I don't have to figure it out. We'll get through this. Collarbone. And then we can hug again. Yes. Can't wait for the hugging. Woo! Take a deep breath in and out. And check in with your fear. And tell me if it has gone down. Now, Becky wants to know, what would my angels tell me, please? Okay, Becky. And I don't usually do general like this, but they're telling me it's okay. Becky, they're telling me that it would be 3 of them, by the way, that it would be really good for you to spend more time without outside noise, television, radio, even music, to spend more time being quiet and asking for input, that you really have a lot of gifts that could be developed as you learn how to be still, and also ask your angels to help you with your confidence, because Becky, you don't really believe that you have any gifts, and they're telling me you absolutely do, and that you will find the answer to that in the stillness. Okay, now let's see what other questions I have. Okay, Tammy wants to know about winning the lottery, charity raffles. That's not my favorite way to advise you to attract money. Most people who do win those lotteries, 2 years later, they're back very broke, because what's important, Tammy, is to change your consciousness around money. And I see you've been working with Natika, however you want to say it. And it's always good to ask, what's my part in attracting more money? What's my part in attracting more money? And then pay attention. Every single person on here, it would do you good to spend more time being quiet And you don't have to stick yourself in front of the television so much. And I'm not picking on anybody. I'm saying in general, especially right now, people can have a tendency to watch the news too much, and it gets your energy just all messed up. Okay, so I'm going to see if there are any other questions. I'm doing free mini readings. Woohoo! All right, Kathy. Oh, Chloe, and you're afraid of your spirit guide contacting you. I hope that exercise, Chloe, helped you feel less fearful about that. Um, you know, any of you guys who are not on my mailing list should get over to RebeccaMarina.com. I have courses for not very much money that teach you how to become more psychic, how to get in touch with your spirit guides, um, how to do all that stuff. Anybody can do it if you have good instructions. All right, so Kathy wants to know, do you see me getting my newly reincarnated puppy soon? I miss him so. So, Kathy, you probably saw the video I did a few days ago. Animals absolutely do reincarnate. So I'm seeing a picture of a little yellow Labrador looking kind of puppy that it's probably going to be, Kathy, about 3 months before he finds the right mama and makes sure that he can get to you. You might want to get with me and have one of my pet readings, the pet person read them, how you're interacting with your thing, while I have them on 40% off. But yes, your baby wants to come to you. All right, Chloe, thank you. You're feeling confident. All right, so let's see if we've got any other questions. Becky says, thank you. Yes, she's got spirit. What's the best way you have noted to release guilt around receiving money? Wow, this is very interesting. If you have guilt around receiving money, especially right now, that could really be a block for you. Now, Spirit gave me a talking to before, because when we receive money, so often we ask so many questions about it, like, am I going to be obligated? Can they really afford to give it to me? Or however you're getting money. So, the best way that I know to release an emotion like that would be with tapping. And you would, I'm not going to do the whole thing because I want to try to get everybody's question, but you could actually do, oh, Spirit's telling me you personally have some past life issues around receiving money that you might want to get with somebody who does that kind of work, and release that time in a past life where you were in a situation that you misused your power in that lifetime, and it's bleeding over into this. But for right now, what you could do is EFT tapping, and that would be, well, how guilty do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10 about receiving money? And measure it and then tap. Even though I feel guilty about receiving money, I love and accept myself. And then go through all the points that I just covered and repeat the phrase. And as you tap, I wish I was Zoom so I could actually do the session with you. As you tap, pay attention to what other words are going to come up for you. I feel guilty for receiving money right now because why? Other people don't have a job. Whatever it is, pay attention to that and tap on it. So, for those who just joined me, I am doing free mini psychic readings, and it's so much fun. So Lee, she's saying everybody, the classes are really good. And Patricia wants to know, when is that new guy coming in for me? Patricia, you need to do a little bit more to get ready for that new guy. You need to clean the closet out some. You need to start thinking about how you can make yourself feel more confident and more attractive so that you can have the pick of the litter. But literally, Patricia, actually look at your closet and see if you have space there. Is there space in your home for a beloved? And start right there. There's also a really good book. I think it's called Calling in the One, that you could use to do the exercise. And then Katie is saying, oh, yeah, use the clean mantra to attract love. Woo, that is so much fun. And it's so simple. I learned it from Dr. Pillai, a doctor in India. And if you say you're going out dancing and you want to be the belle of the ball, well, I'm not going out dancing if I can't be the belle of the ball. You can do this chant. It's real simple. It's clean, clean. And when you say clean, you put your lips together and it vibrates your brain. Try it right now with me. Clean, clean, clean. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so yeah, thank you. Tammy says, I'm thinking about taking classes to get my real estate license. Please ask my guides if I'm on the right path with that. First of all, your guides would like to say to you, tell her to talk to us. I got classes on how to talk to your guides, folks. It's so easy. But I'm going to help you out here. They say that you have a lot of qualities that would make you really, really good at selling real estate or selling anything. But Tammy, it needs to be something big. Don't sell something small like clothes or shoes. Sell big things, and don't limit yourself to just thinking about the real estate. Think about selling big boats, big big things, big houses. And developing your confidence is very important, and staying committed to the classes is very important. But you will actually be really, really good, and you'll be able to share your light with a lot of people, because people will be attracted to use you as a real estate person, because you're going to display your effervescence. Also, you can do exercises once you get your license, then you can actually send out energy vibrations to those people who need a home and ask spirit to match you up. So another thing I want to talk about while we're talking about houses, there's a really need for this. Every home wants to be lived in, unless it's got some bad spirits in it, and call me, I'll get rid of them. But every home wants to be lived in. I helped my daughter, one of my daughters, I got 5 kids, sell one of her home, and it had been on the market for like a few months and wasn't selling. And I did a ceremony. I physically went to the house and I walked through every room, and I acknowledged the consciousness of the house and thanked it for being a home for my daughter, her husband, her children, and thank you for your service. And then I asked the home, Who do you want to live in you now? And I actually had a vision that the house had in mind. And it sold within a week. So, oh, there's so much stuff we can do. We don't have to be victims of circumstance. Okay. So I think I answered everyone's question. If I didn't, put it in the chat again. Or if you just arrived and you would like some psychic guidance, angelic guidance on your problem. Oh, Bree said, this is my first time with you. Well, I hope that you will come back and share this with others if you feel that it's important. So if anyone else has something in your life you'd like help with, I'll give you a few more seconds to go ahead and put that in the chat. And it's my pleasure to help you out. When you use your gifts, it is so much fun. Using your gifts brings you happiness. Even if you're not getting paid for it, using your gifts brings you so much happiness. Using your gifts and get it paid for it is awesome too. So she's got spirit. Our mantras, a tool to help clear past life issues. I don't know a good mantra to help with that. There's a word translated from the Atlantean language that helps with you to have more power. And that word is two words. It's Zen, like Zen, Uru, U-R-U. And that helps you to have more power. But I would, if you have a lot of past life issues, I would either get a book on it or hire somebody to help you. It's invaluable to clear those past life. I've seen miracle happens when people couldn't find the stumbling block in this lifetime. And a good psychic person will absolutely they'll just see it and they'll know and take you right there. Get rid of a lot of stuff. Okay, let's see if I got some more question. How can I hear my higher self most of the time? I talked earlier, I don't think you were here, Jeanette, about finding time in the day to be quiet. And I wouldn't recommend that you wait till the end of the day and you're all tired and you're just going to fall asleep, but find some time. Here's what your spirit beings absolutely love. Absolutely love this. This is invaluable. If you have an appointment with your spirit guides and you say, okay, every morning at 9:00, I'm just going to be sitting here ready for you with a pen in my hand for you to give me some information, you will be blown away. Or whatever time, give them a few minutes and be quiet. And I'm saying, be quiet. Don't have your phone anywhere near you. If we hear that text ding, we just go crazy to answer it. So I hope that's helpful to you. Let's see. My girlfriend's wife won't leave us alone. What should I do? She kicked her and her kids out. That sounds like you probably need to do a lot of forgiveness work. If you're in a state of aggravation and your energy's all churned up, it's going to be hard to be peaceful. I think I have a video here about how to shift energy. You can throw a pink net of light and love. If you're trying to do anything from a space of feeling hatred or a whole lot of anger, then use some EFT tapping to clear those emotions before you do that. And there are a lot of videos here on EFT tapping and how to clear emotions of anger, distrust, betrayal. I feel a lot of betrayal energy coming from your situation. So, and this isn't time, a full reading takes 50 minutes. So, let's see, from Erica, I feel like I've gotten in a spiritual rut lately. Do you have any suggestions on how I could reignite those spiritual vibrations? Woo! I love questions like that. Actually, Erica, you're being called in a little bit different direction, and you feel like, well, I'm doing the same things I've always done, and I feel like I'm in a rut. So, Erica, be open to new guidance, to trying something different, and be open, Erica, they're telling me right now, to being more powerful, because you've been given gifts and you don't feel like you're at the place yet where you can use them. And so, guess what? You're stagnant. So, have confidence in the gifts that you have. And even if you take a little baby step, trying something new or acknowledging the gifts that you have, it's wonderful when you say them out loud. I am psychic. I am so psychic and getting more psychic by the moment, or whatever gift it is. And you'll see a shift. You'll see a shift. Okay, so, oh, Karen says, I've always resonated with the Pleiadians. How do I know they hear me? They do hear you. I don't know how to tell you. How do you know? I mean, how do you know angels hear you? You just know, they're telling me to keep communicating. And as you communicate, very helpful to have a pen in your hand and write down whatever little kind of guidance you got. And they're saying, for Pete's sake, quit doubting yourself so much. Okay. Um, So Becky wants to know what your angels say, gifts that you have. And your angels want to say, well, Becky, what gifts do you want? What gifts would you desire if you could have any gift in the world? What gift would make your heart so happy? You have the seed of that gift right now. So start. That quietness is invaluable. Very valuable, and focus on that gift that you know would just make you so happy, and imagine yourself using it, asking for guidance, being quiet, and you'll have the guidance. Okay, so Linda, how do we know if we have past life issues? Is it easy? Linda, it's easy for, let me tell you some ways you could know. If you've tried things to rectify your presenting problem, and whatever you've done, maybe you've done tapping, you've done this, you've done that, and you can't resolve it, it's very likely a past life issue. I did past life issue person or a gifted psychic who's of the light. Don't go on the internet and hire those dollar a minute ones. Can help you, not just help you, but help you pinpoint the incident that caused the problems. Sylvia Brown calls it the entry point. When you discover the entry point of your presenting problem today, and there always must be divine forgiveness to that original incident. I have found people that in this lifetime they're sweet as honey pie, but in another lifetime they were in a place of authority maybe, and they misused it. Maybe they abused people. And when we go back there and do that forgiveness, then everything, it just is miraculous. It like takes away. And I've had clients that always had this pain in a certain part of their body and they could never find it. And we go back in a past life and find maybe they were stabbed there, or I've had cases where people are terrified of the water and they had an issue in a lifetime where they drowned. It's really good to know that. So, let's see. Chasen wants to know, is COVID-19 the results uh, of powerful energies raising the vibration and the body's not able to carry it? That's a real interesting, but no, I know YouTube has been banning videos if people speak out too much, but COVID-19, the whole thing is a big experiment to see how far they, the 1%, the elite, the cabal, can push us, and how we're just going to move back into that slave mentality. There is a huge battle right now going on in the spirit world between the light and the dark. It's very important for us not to get into fear, because the light always wins, but to support our own angels, our divine, pray for them, and know that this will all be over soon. My guidance tells me by June 15th, mid-June, it should really be a bad memory and things getting back to normal. And I could do a whole segment on that, but I just came on here to test my video, and now I'm answering your questions. Okay, so someone wants to know, have I ever known a member of the KKK? Not personally. I mean, not anybody that said they were. I did grow up in the Deep South, and I imagine there were people who were in that. And here's the thing about any radical group: they believe they're right, and they believe they have the right to believe they're right. And the problem comes on when they want to push their opinion on others, just like almost every religion believes they're the only one that is right, and try to push that viewpoint on everybody. So what was it Rodney King said? Can't we all just get along? Can't we all respect and honor the opinions of others? And this comes into the political arena, any kind of arena. Can't we all just get along? I respect your opinion. I know I personally believe in the Divine Mother, and some people get all mad about that. Well, I don't try to make anyone else believe it. So I respect your right to believe whatever makes you happy is exactly maybe where you should be. Whenever you feel spirit calling you in another direction about your spirituality, you'll know, like my friend said, I feel like I'm in a rut. It might be time to move into a little higher dimension. You'll know. Okay. So Kathleen Hall says, I am doing my automatic writing that you taught to me, and I got the same mid-June. See there. See there. Yeah, and that's I have a course on my site, how to become a medium, talking to people on the other side, how to become more psychic, how to channel, how to connect with your spirit guides, all kinds of wonderful things. Oh, anyway, I have every confidence that my offerings are fabulous. Also, right now, for the next few days, I have a special on my private sessions, 40% off to 44% off. So, one more question. How can you clear your own energy, or how to clear when you're picking up the collective energy? One thing I like, the access consciousness people say, when you're feeling a whole bunch of emotions, you just ask, does this belong to me? Is this mine? Because right now, in this time of mass confusion, we what other people are feeling, and it can feel like ours. So just asking that question helps get it clear. And then I would do some tapping. That exercise I gave you a while ago, clear light to all the layers of my auric field. That clears it out. Um, so it's been like close to an hour, and that's all the questions I'm going to take for today. But if you guys like this kind of thing, leave me a comment, not in the chat, below the video, and let me know if you would like for me to do it again. Also, if you would like me to announce it way ahead of time so that you can come on and get some really good guidance for yourself. I'm Rebecca. If you like this kind of stuff, subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I look forward to being with you again so soon. This has been so uplifting for me to be able to use my gifts for you. God bless you. Be well, be safe, and you will. You're going to be okay. You are.